Hello and welcome to another How to OU at USU. Today we're diving into components. So let's jump right in. As you can already see, I am logged into OU campus, have a page checked out, I've entered the edit mode, and for this video we're just gonna go ahead and get an overview of all of the components that Utah State University currently has. At the time of recording, we have 17, and 15 of them are going to be really useful, and we'll kind of go over those 15. The other two, very unlikely that they're going to apply to you, but at least you'll know what they are and stuff. So, to begin, you can see I have this basic page already set up, quick definition of what components are and stuff. If we go to this weird sort of atom-looking icon in the top nav, we can insert a component. We'll go ahead and click that, and there we get a list of all of the components that we currently have. So let's just make some stuff. So start with this first one, accordion and tabs up to 15. What does that mean? Okay, so we click create, and now we get that form that is typical of components. And it asks for, well, first off, do we want an accordion or tabs? Let's go with accordion, and then title for section 1, we'll just call it section 1 title, and content for section 1. The content for section 1, since we're just kind of going over this, and they all have this optional text right by it, so I guess we don't have to add them, but let's make maybe 3, and we'll try and keep it somewhat consistent. Section 2 title, and then we'll add the content for section 2, and then we'll go ahead and add that third one, section 3 title, and the content for section 3. Cool. And then we could go ahead and add 4 and 5 and 6 and so on until we get to 15. So once we're done with that, we click save, and we have a component. It's this weird pill button looking thing. Okay, that's not quite what we want, but let's see if we can figure out what's going on. So let's save the page, and we'll enter that preview mode, and we can see, oh, we have an accordion, these drop down menus, and that's where that content that we added went. Okay, cool, that makes sense. So that's what an accordion is. All right, let's go back to edit, and let's try and edit it. So if we click on the component itself, it gives us this little pencil looking thing. We can click that, and we're back in edit mode. Okay, so last time we checked out what it looked like as an accordion. This time let's look at as tabs. We'll click save, save the page, and okay, so this is what tabs are. All right, let's publish that, or in your case you would submit for approval, but let's see what that looks like for regular users. Okay, cool, so this is what tabs looks like. Nice. Let's hurry and go back to accordion real quick. Let's have a look at that. All right, so as in an accordion, and we'll save that, publish that, and we can see over here in the preview it gave us this drop downs. Cool. Okay, that's pretty neat. I can think of a couple use cases for that myself. All right, let's go back and let's go on to that next one that we have. So I just pushed shift enter so I can create a new area for me to add a new component. I go up to the atom thing, insert component. That's what we did last time. Accordion up to 50. Wow. Okay. Insert. And let's check that out. Well, it's the exact same as the last one, it looks like, except for I'm guessing it's going to let us go all the way to 50. Cool. That's a lot. All right, let's go back up to the top. Let's just fill out the first 3 again. Title, section 1. And let's see, content of section number 1. For this one, title, let's see, title, let's say again, title section 2. And content of section 2. And we'll word it slightly differently, I guess. I don't know, it doesn't really matter. Title for section 3. Here, we'll spell this one out. Why not? And section 3's unique content. Alright, cool. Save that. And so last time we had that as an accordion too, right? So since we know these are going to be the same, I'll just edit that first one by clicking it, clicking the pencil icon, clicking the As Tabs radio button, save the page. Okay, cool. And then I have the tabs, and then I have the accordion right under it. Let's maybe add another space, so that way we have a little bit of room to see what's what. Okay, cool. So that spaced everything out. That was just me pushing Shift Enter. We'll go ahead and publish that. And so this first one should be tabs. Cool, cool. And this second one, all right, title. You can see section 3 has a different title. Oh, unique content. That all pulled through. Very nice. Cool. So if we needed to make an accordion that had like up to 50 items, that's pretty easy to do. All right, and then we'll show blocks again. I'll make sure I'm in that last one. Let's see what the next component we have is. All right, we did those two. Button. What do you mean by a button? Oh, it's literally just a button. Okay. Literally just a button. Apparently I still can't spell, but that's okay. I have a computer, so I can spell check. Use your computers. Do spell check. Link location. Let's go to Google. So we'll just type in Google's URL. Dot. Cool. Examples of button colors. Okay, those don't really do anything. Oh, but I can choose the color in that. Okay, that must correspond to what the color is. So let's go with this green color. So the success. Cool. Link behavior. Do I want it to open in a new tab or the same page? See, internal pages should open in the same tab. External pages and other files, such as PDF, should open in a new tab. Well, this is Google. That is not an internal page. That's an external site. So we'll go to new tab, but we can toggle that. That's nice. Full width button. Let's go with no for now. And centered. Let's go with no for now, and then we'll edit it and we'll check that out. All right, we get the blue button pill looking thing. And literally a button. Okay, cool. And if we publish that, let's see if that link actually works, you know. Okay, it has a nice little hover on it. Cool. Takes me straight to Google. Nice. Which is exactly what we want it to do. So I'll check out that file. Let's maybe edit that button just a little bit, see what else we can do. Let's maybe make it this primary dark blue. Looks like our Aggie blue color. Let's change that link behavior, full width, and let's center it. Why not? And then we can see what that does. Okay, cool. It made it blue. It centered the text in the button, and it made it full width. What if, okay, real fast, I don't know, let's check this out. Let's say not centered. Let's just see what happens, because maybe, oh, it still centers it. So I guess that doesn't do anything if it's already set to full width. I bet if you're in a layout that has a certain number of columns, maybe it'll only take up that much space in the column or something. So, but still pretty neat. We'll publish that real quick so we can see the change. All right, literally a button. Opens in the same tab, which is good. That's what we told it to do. All right, let's go back to edit, show block so I can see where I'm editing. Shift enter, shift enter. That gives me one line that's just dead space, so that way I can see everything I'm doing. Insert component. All right, button was the last thing we did. Card block with image. All right, let's see. Oh, cool. Example. Oh, so that's what it's going to look like. That's nice. That helps me. Okay, cool. So we have an image, some kind of a title, and some text, a button, alt text. Okay, so if an image is used, alt text is required. Okay, so we'll go ahead and add an image. We're still in tutorials, right? And let's see, we have the engineering building again. Let's go ahead and use that alt text engineering building. Cool. Link location. Click the file chooser to browse OU campus pages. For external pages, path must begin with HTTPS or HTTP. Read those backwards, but okay, cool. Element is required, so I guess I have to add a link for this one, so I'll just say Google again. And let's see, link behavior, internal page should open same tab. All right, this is external, so new tab. Content header. We have a picture of the engineering building, so I don't know, we'll say engineering. Text about the engineering building with a link to Google. I guess we probably shouldn't just link to Google, right? Here, let's actually link to engineering.usu.edu. Cool, so that'll just, all right, instead of a link to Google, that'll be text about the engineering building with a link to the engineering website. All right. And let's see, include optional button. Okay, so we don't have to include the button. Examples of button colors, that seems to be broken, but that's okay. I can kind of remember what those colors were. If you're familiar with Bootstrap, then you know what those colors are, but if not, just guess, pick and choose, and then if that's not the color you want, try another one. And then button link behavior. Again, these are optional though, so I'm guessing where I didn't add button text, it's probably not going to create it at all. So I'll click save, save the page, and cool, it's still not quite pulling through that image, but that's okay if I publish, include unpublished dependencies, nice. And then I'll go ahead and look at my web page, and I can see that that pulled all the way in. Okay, cool. All right, and let's see. Oh, we don't want to deal with the source code. That's terrifying. We would just want to show blocks so we can see where we are. Create a space, and let's create the next component. All right, so we can add a card block with an image. Okay, contact block. What is this? Oh, cool. So kind of the same idea as the last one, really, but I guess it's a little more specific for people you're trying to contact. Let's try and contact Pupper, right? Description. Pupper is the doggo of dogs. I don't know. Image is also apparently optional. Okay, but let's add, we have Puppo's image, so we'll add that. We'll go to our folder, images, Pupper again, cool. Alt text. Okay, that's useful for screen readers, right? So we need that if we have an image. So we'll just add Pupper. Well, yeah, we'll just add the name of the contact, which is Pupper again. So mailing address, this is all optional. Yeah, let's leave it for now. But yeah, apparently pretty easy, pretty straightforward. We can just fill that out. We have general contact information and mailing address. Okay, so if we needed to do snail mail, this is the information and general contact information. Cool, save that. Oh, that one takes up the full thing. That's neat. Save it, and let's scroll down. Oh, and there is good old Pupper, the doggo of dogs, and it added that title and then that description, image, and that alt text on the image. We'll publish that, and we can see that that has pulled through. Cool. Let's move on. What else do we got? All kinds of cool goodies. Show blocks. All right, we'll go just past that contact block, shift enter, shift enter. Oh, I went in the wrong one. Let's see if I can get to the end of that page. All right, well, that's being a little bit difficult. But here, maybe I can just cut it. Oh, never mind. I did make. There we go. Okay. I can just delete those. So, not the component, though. The component's cool. Oh, but I apparently am deleting all kinds of stuff. All right. So, let's go on. Let's see. We have card, contact block, content block, and columns. Okay. Oh, cool. Kind of the same thing, but this will automatically create some columns for us too, and we can specify for each of the columns. So that's really neat. Yeah, it'll be something like that. Cool. Let's go with default, I guess, that white color. That'll be nice. Image 1. We'll go to our images of tutorials. Images. Let's see. We'll just use, here, let's use our thumbnails, actually, just because that'll make everything the same size, right? This was blue, I think. Blue. The link, let's have that point to our blue news story that we created a while back. Could point to anything. I just navigate the folder structure, and we'll go to blue. Choose file. Oh, that's interesting. I'll just click PHP. That'll work. Cool. And then link behavior for column 1. New tab, same tab, right? Content for column 1. Content for column 1. Button for text 1. Column 1, button text. Blue background. That'll be blue on blue, so let's go with no. And then we're into column 2. All right. Optional. Let's go ahead and make one for that red story too. That was another fascinating news article. We definitely want everyone to read that one, you know. Oh, we'll use the thumbnail again. And we're using the thumbnails because they're 400 by 300, so we're kind of controlling the text a little bit. Header, red story, link location. Optional, we'll add it anyway. And that's our news, and we'll go to the main feed. It's a 2020 story, red story. And we'll click the PHP so that way we go to the actual page on the website instead of the PDF. And then we can decide the behavior. Let's say new tab for this one. 2, I don't know. Red is 2. All right, cool. And button text for column 2. Optional. Let's leave it. And let's just skip that 3rd and 4th one. But okay, so that's pretty neat that we can go up to 4 columns. And let's see, save that. So I only filled out 2 of them, and we get 2. Nice. Let's publish that. Hard refresh, and we can see both of those exist, and they have the links to those news stories so that we can look at those if we wanted to. So, and the blue story opens in the same tab, and the red story opened in a new tab. All right, very good. Check the file out. Edit. Show blocks. Let's see. Shift enter twice. And let's move on. Let's see. Contact block and columns. That was the last one we did. CP directory feed. Okay, so CP stands for content promoter and directory feed. We haven't really made a directory yet, so we'll maybe hold off on that one. CP feed. Okay, so content promoter feed. How many items do we want to show? Let's show 4. Actually, let's show 6. Why not? And then the site name. So if we needed to pull news stories from other sites, We could. We'd have to know the name of the site. That's optional, so I guess if we don't add that, it'll just go ahead and pull over the news stories on our site. Then we can pick the style, tag list. Okay, so that tag list is specifying what items you are going to pull over with this feed. The only tag we're using so far is just straight up news. So we'll, not alumni news, that's lame. What? Just regular news. And again, we have a couple of styling options, so we can choose different things. Let's go with magazine. That sounds cool. Save that. Save the page. We'll scroll down some. Oh, and it pulls in all of those news stories since they're all specified with that. Wow, 6 stories with that magazine style. Really big. Okay, I don't really want that then. That's too big. Alright, so I'll edit it. Click that pencil icon. Maybe I only pull in 4. And instead of this magazine, let's see. Let's try stacked. Let's see what stacked does. And we'll scroll down. Scrolling down. Check that out. Okay, cool. So we created basically like a mini news feed on our components page. Cool. Cool. All right, let's keep going. And show blocks. Shift enter twice. That last one was a CP feed. So we won't worry about directory feed for a while. Font awesome icon. Okay, cool. This one might be neat. Oh, cool. So we have quick little icons we can add. And it tells us what they are. Here, let's add the home. Size, let's make it the biggest size it can be. And then we'll just add that. That's pretty neat. So if we needed to quickly add an icon, we could. And look, it adds that little house icon. Awesome. And I'm sure you could set a link or something on that if you needed to. I don't know. Let's try. I right click. Yep, insert edit link. Let's go to tutorial. Here, we'll just click this. And we'll go back to our home page. Add text to display. Tutorials. Click OK. Oh, it just adds the link by it, but maybe if we get rid of that, I don't know. Try it out. Let's see. Does it add it? Nope. Guess not. Let's publish it. Check these couple things out on the home page. No, it still doesn't add it, but still pretty useful if we needed to add an icon. Can't really set a link on it, but that's okay. Show blocks, and let's make a space. What's next? Iframe embed. Okay, cool. So like if you ever needed to pull a YouTube video over, you would grab the iframe code. So here is a random YouTube video. If I right click on it and I copy embed code, I can pull that over here and it pulls in this iframe code thing. Save that, so move that off of the page. Save the OU campus page. And then if I scroll down, cool, the video pulled through. And if I publish that, I can see that on my website. Nice. That, again, very useful. I can think of a lot of times when I need to use that. So let's see. Show blocks. And let's go on to the next one, which is image with caption. BS3 and Bootstrap 4. Oh, okay, so that's basically, okay, we can see what that is. We know what that is. Let's skip that one. All right, image with text overlay. Oh, cool, so this just puts the text on top of the image. Cool, we could do that pretty easy. Info block with image. what's this one? All right, so it's a lot of the similar stuff, but slightly different use cases. Image and text. Cool. Pretty straightforward. JavaScript external source. Okay, cool. So insert. This asks for an external JavaScript URL. This goes in the source attribute of the script tag. So at this point, hopefully you know a little bit about web stuff. This is more for like widgets or elements that have third-party JavaScript that you're going to run. So a really good example would be creating a file upload widget. Probably do that. We'll just do that right now. So if we click this file request in box after creating a folder that we want to have files get uploaded to, we can copy that. And it says they just need that source attribute. So here we'll paste that in. We'll get rid of that script thing at the end and that thing right there. We'll stop right there though. We'll look. Okay, so this is the source attribute. So we want everything that's in the quotation marks after source. And we'll keep that. And we'll go to the end. And we'll get rid of those. All right, cool. So that way we only have that source attribute. And then we'll click save. And save and exit. Let's go back to our web page. I publish it. And as you can see, I now have the option to upload files to that box folder. So pretty neat. Yeah, so that's kind of most of the components. Yeah, some of them we kind of skip, but you can figure out what they are. I mean, they're all kind of pretty similar, similar in their implementation and stuff. These structured data ones, don't really worry about those. Those ones are the ones that are going to typically not be very useful for most users. But this other stuff, use this. Combined these with your layouts and do whatever you need to do. Pretty neat. Really helps generate some of these more complicated things like tabs and buttons and cards and news feeds and stuff and iframes. So cool. That's been an overview of components at Utah State University. Thanks and bye.